What? Excuse you? You looking at my viz? Yeah, I see what you're doing. Man, it's been a couple rough days, right? Right, I don't blame you for looking. No, just almost 12 regular K viz there for me. Actually, no, that's a lie. I do have some paid viz in there, but point being, it's almost 12K. Anyhow, yeah, it's been rough, but we're here to talk about Bunny Resnick's new VC and what all we think about, whether it's cool to pool and things like that. So, yeah. Oh, man, y'all have been like so awesome. I've received like so many inquiries, so many people worried about me, asking like, oh man, Adora, you finally get your license? Are you finally able to drive? Wow, thank you guys, thank you. That means so much. But yeah, I finally got wheels today. Riding in a wonderful red minivan. That's right. Eagles song comes to mind as I drive down the road. Desperado. But that's fine. I've come to my senses and I will take anything. So that's good. I've got wheels and I can get places and do things like that. So wow. Thank you for all of those messages that I didn't get. It was really heartwarming, and I appreciate all the love and concern for me and my eating habits and things like that. So, all right, let's go take a look at this card before we get too distracted by my chit chat. Right. All right, so I did all my free summons today, as one should. All right, let's look at our featured vision card this week, which is a card that's supposed to be intended for our new unit, Bunny Resnick, who I do have. So, whom I do have. So, I am looking at this like I'm really trying to stare at it pretty hard because I feel like it could potentially be something that I want to pick up. But we gotta look at what it's all about, and yeah, man, it makes it tough. It makes it tough, I gotta tell you that. So let's go in and just look straight at it. It is the excitement of the eve. We have our Lunar New Year, Year of the Rabbit featured in Resnick. And I don't know if I mentioned this last video, but I really love Resnick as a character in the game. I think I did mention that, but maybe I didn't go into detail. But I think she's got some of the best expressions. She's got like so much devotion to her country, to Heindler, and she's just like chasing after Oberon. Sorry, you might get a little story spoilers in here. I try to keep it light so that you're not too upset with me. But she's kind of chasing after him, I guess, like a little rabbit. Making sure that she can jump in, hop in, and kind of stave off whatever problem he is creating. So as he kind of like does his crazy things that he tends to do, again, I'm trying to go easy on the spoilers here, but she's kind of just like hopping about, like how can she kind of like make up for it. So I think that she has done a really good job for her country. I think that she's probably been a little bit too sacrificial. I don't know that Oberon deserves such a loyal subject as her, but that's all right. I think I think she's fantastic. I really like her as a character. That's all on that. So let's go read about the excitement of the eve. The curtain of night falls. New Year's morning lies in wait for a sleepless city. The anticipation of sparkling parade floats lingers in the air. A clear, dark winter sky imitates an earlier time of the day as red lanterns and fireworks shine upon it. Among the hustle and bustle of the marketplace, Resnick hops from shop to shop, comparing the holiday decorations. It appears she's especially fond of a lovable little rabbit lantern. A laughing Moor is not too far behind, following Resnick with her bunny mask in hand. The two appear to feel nothing but merriment. For once, they can forget all about war, revenge, and a gloomy past. The only thing on their minds is this moment and the hope that the upcoming year will be a peaceful one. And that's all that the year of the rabbit is about, right? Yeah, we're supposed to have a nice, peaceful calm after a crazy tiger year. And I'm hoping for it, man. I am so hoping for it. Hopefully this red minivan is going to drive me the calm out of here. And honestly, oh, man, this minivan. I will say this. I started trying to drive it back today from the rental car place. And I feel like I'm Donkey Kong, man. Like, I tried to put the gas on, and I swear I spun out. Like, I got the whole, like, the little sign on your dashboard. Like, I totally spun out trying to put the pedal to the metal. Yeah, I'm used to driving as Yoshi. Now I'm driving as Donkey Kong, and that is an adjustment. So, anyway, that's my life. All right, let's look at these stats. Limited party ability, and of course, this is for specific jobs. You can look at those jobs in here, look up here, and whatever, go on things. It'll show you exactly who those jobs are. But that's a weird bunch, man. It's an odd group. Anyhow, they'll all get critical hit rate up 30, which is fantastic for most everyone. Why not? Slash attack resistance piercing rate up 28, which is the oddball here because a lot of the jobs listed are spear and just mace people, and like, come on, they don't really want that, so it's very, very odd. Spirit up 15. Again, that's one of those things that you're never sad to have on people, so it's like not bad, but it's just strange. It's a strange little group. I mean, she can pair in her own element with Queen Macherie. So there's that, but yeah, it's just kind of a strange bunch. Bestowed effects will be attack up 20% for herself, accuracy up 8, or sorry, not just herself, but anybody you want to slap this on. Limited bestowed effects, this will be specific to her. We'll give her luck up 10%, area attack resistance up 10. So yeah, is it a good card for her? For sure. But yeah, how are you gonna work this in? There's a couple other cards that we were talking about that like could potentially work for her, and if you're running a mono or a team, why not Noctis's card? Well, okay, I get it, like not everybody has sweet Noctis and his card, or just like one or the other, but that's a great card. Catone's card can work in a pinch as well, and that one's been out since like early days, right? So there are other options. It depends like what you're planning to do with her. So I don't know. And then there's also this issue of just like the artwork, which I tend to really love the artwork in this game, but I guess, and it's not the fault of the game right now, but in our Discord, probably last week, we were reminded of, I think, Sid, did you post that? Of Monty Python, the Holy Grail, and the rabbit scene. And so now all I see with like that creepy face of hers right now is creepy death rabbit. Here, I doctored this version up, so you see what I mean. Yeah, so that's basically what I see. And sorry for doing that to you. But so I see scary rabbit, and yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes me want to say, I'm sorry, but if you don't have 4 million viz, maybe this card is not cool to pull. I know, right? If you do have 4 million viz, well then I don't know. I don't care what you do because you're just gonna grab everything. Why wouldn't you? But if you don't like me, then you gotta really be smart about where you put your viz, right? It's gotta be into something cool, and I just don't think this card is it. Even though it has potential for her as a unit, I don't know what else you're gonna do with it, right? That's all I want to say on that. Yeah, and I guess that's all we really have, and there's a couple of banners for it. There's no 2K paid for it. There is a 2K paid if you want to grab yourself like some Dark Esper, And like, sorry, like maybe you do have 4 million viz, but you don't have 4 million paid viz. So you're gonna have to have paid viz to get this. So sucks for you. Whatever. Anyway, so if you want this card, then you gotta have paid viz, but not this card, but any one of these, you know, beautiful, masterful things. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah, it's a pretty light week. We've got New Story, which I completed because that is my favorite. I'm here for the story. That's what the draw for Final Fantasy is for me. And I'm really, really digging the interlude, I gotta say. I think, again, without going into spoilers, I feel like they have really used this time in the interlude to explain so much and to make me feel really like a lot warmer towards a lot of the characters that I really, really didn't like, or that I was having problems with, I should say. I wouldn't say that it made me feel good towards Zazan. I have not seen a specific incident in the interlude which was like, oh, Zazan has redeeming qualities. No, I would not say that that happened. Spoiler alert, I guess. But it's not like you ever thought that was gonna happen, right? Right. So stop it. Anyway, so I feel like in general, like it gave a lot of explanation and made me feel really, really good and really sad, honestly, for like a lot of what had to happen to kind of get things where they are right now in the story that we know. So go check that out. Go catch up on the story if you haven't, or you know, if you're somebody who doesn't read the story because I don't know, you don't think this is worthwhile. I don't get it. Whatever. Yeah, you can maybe go do that. I'm pretty sure they have like a spot back here, right in the menu where you can go. Yeah, story memories. There you go. Go catch up on it because it's pretty good. And like I feel like especially with the interlude it got way better because it was like, oh man, like everything is in perspective, everything's weightier, people make more sense, or characters make more sense, and the characters that you like love to hate, you know, although there's still some that we love to hate, and that's fine too. It should be that way, right? Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to spoil it. All right, so being on the screen actually does remind me that I do have things to say and points to make, but I'm thinking that, you know, because it's me, I'm probably gonna ramble a bit. So let's go to maybe something more interesting to watch, which I don't know is you, Resnick. What can you do for us? I could possibly go into something like fighting or whatever, but then you guys are gonna see me be silly. I don't know. I guess we can do that. Let's do that. I always like getting my little things checked off while you're on my time. So anyway, I think like kind of what I want to say is that there are a lot of us in you know, myself included, and then like people in the guild and then on the Discord who do contribute to this game and on different levels. And it's tough, man. It's tough thinking like that at the level that we're at, and we're at Ares 2, we're probably going to be the ones that are most affected by this just like extreme infusion of resources into the guilds higher than us. And it's not that, you know, I'm afraid of competition, and it's not so much that like I'm, you know, mad that people saw an opportunity to you know, gain a ridiculous amount of resources and jumped on it, because I get it, like it's right there. But it does extremely upset the landscape of the game, and how future events, future rankings, the rewards that are based on rankings are going to be sorry, I get distracted watching my people win. I know, right? They're pretty good. But yeah, how rewards are going to be distributed, really. And right now, my guild, Great Skull, our guild, is in, I think, like the 3rd league, maybe. So like the higher the bracket in supremacy, the higher, I don't know, you're rank 127. We should be able to take you, right? Let's try. But I do have a scary, scary toadette. Anyway, sorry guys, I got really distracted watching myself. I know, I'm really interesting to watch. So, totally lost track of what I was saying. Let's go after, even though it's kind of a fire team. It's not really. All right, let's go attack them. Anyway, yeah, I just feel like the competition level and really the fairness level are going to be the things that are most affected, and it's going to be rough for guilds in my position who are now faced with so many people, like as we're trying to climb up the ranks, that have this abundance of resource. And of course, yeah, it really does come down to how prevalent that experience was for the guilds above us, as far as like how much did they rack up, how many members racked it all up. So I don't know, we're still waiting to find that out, but I do think that as far as the people involved, they probably knew, this is probably not what it's supposed to be, and hopefully everything comes to a happy conclusion for most people, because honestly, I love this game. I really do. I love this game. I've been really enjoying this story for Interlude, and I want to see where it goes. I want to see what happens next. I'd love to see this game go into multiple more seasons and story chapters and things like that. I'm still, waiting to find out what the heck happens with our three little sheeple girls, and if any of them actually finally does get to land themselves astern. So I don't know. I want to see where it goes, and I enjoy this. I enjoy the guild aspect. I really love hanging with my peeps on Discord. So screw them. Whatever. We're taking you down, punching you right in the anyway, yeah, so I am really hoping that we can come back from this as far as an incident goes, because I love this game and I love the experience of it, and I would hate to see it end over something so stupid and such an awful, terrible, dumb mistake as what happened. And we'll hopefully be here next week, and won't lose people over this, because we still trying to fill a couple spots. So again, if you have an interest in hanging with us, and I'm telling you, we're some really cool people, can't you tell? Just drop on by and join on up, and we'll figure it out from there. So that's my spiel there. And then after this, we'll go look at the one thing that I'm a little bit questioning as far as this incident is going, as far as what the potential ramifications could be for those that did partake, and maybe give us a little insight on how this might be dealt with. So I don't know. I am done with those battles, right? Yes. Thank you for hanging out for that. All right, so if we go look at the terms of service under legal, because it's all about the legal. So if we scroll down to what you agree to, which, let's see, it's right here. You agree. So service unit restrictions, you agree that you will not assist other users to, here it is, exploit any bug or vulnerability in the services or in any product of the company to gain unfair advantage. You agree not to communicate the existence of any such bug, either directly or through the public posting, to any other user or third party. This is kind of that weird legal gray area, and it's a matter of, because it's so broad, does it cover it, or is it too broad that it will not cover it? And so that's kind of like that little section, which I'm wondering if they're playing around with that right now, which is why we haven't heard anything so far. Because, yeah, I would say that those that partook in this like did gain an unfair advantage. And is this a product of the company? It's a third party that puts out the alpha wall. So again, that's going to be under that weird gray umbrella. But as far as agreeing to communicate the existence of it, or through public posting, now is public posting, that's probably outside of Discord, right? Because if your guild has a private Discord, that would be private posting. So it gets kind of tricky. The language is tricky when it comes to legal. And, Gumi's going to do probably everything they can to kind of work the angle that they can as much as they can. And honestly, if I were them, I would, because this is really bad for them. It's bad for their revenue. It's bad. I mean, it's Q1, guys. It's Q1. This is a bad way to start the year of the rabbit. So we'll see. I'm hoping that like things are figured out and that's not harsh for anybody. I wouldn't really want to see bans over this. I don't think it's necessary. I think that it's just not a good place to be when we've got this massive viz inflation. Especially for the top tier of the game, because that's completely going to skew. It's going to skew rankings. It's going to skew all competition going forward, and that's just really tough. It's really tough, and it's just hard. It's rough on the folks that I hang with, who I know try really hard to like make interesting teams and do their best to really, think about how they're going to take on their opponents and whatnot, and who do a really good job at it too. So it's like, nobody wants to be at an extreme and unfair disadvantage, due to a silly glitch like that. So again, I am just hoping that everything gets worked out, because again, I love this game. I want to see more of Resnick. I want to see Resnick in the perfect timeline, be tremendous, because yeah, she's pretty cool. Can we agree on that? Her card, not so much. Yeah, I guess that's what we're here to say. Is like, cool to pull. Sorry. So long-winded way of getting you to that answer, which I think I already gave you earlier. So hopefully you're not listening to this anymore. But yeah, all right. I'm gonna go back to being Donkey Kong in my red minivan. I could probably use some groceries. It's been so long of having delivered groceries. I'm so sick of people delivering things to me. I hate it so much. Anyhow, another story, another time. But anyhow, for now, what can I say to you? What can I say? I can say thanks for hanging out. And as always, cheers.